In the valley where the wind moans through dead pines, I found a church with its cross laying bent and burned. The moon cast shadows over blood-stained lines where once love was vowed, only whispers now return. Dust devils dance where our dreams once stood. Whiskey bottle in my hand, feeling nothing good. Blood on the ashes, the past won't wash away. Fire in the sky, end of the judgment day. Tears turn to dust, whiskey numbs the crashes, haunted by the echoes and the blood on the ashes. A ghost town sleeps under the starlit grief. Railroad quiet before my heavy steps alone. She left with the night like a thief in the place where her love was all I'd ever known. Forgotten graves whisper of old betrayals, echo in the train's long gone sad ways. Blood on the ashes, the past won't wash away. Fire in the sky, end of the judgment day. Tears turn to dust, whiskey numbs the crashes, haunted by the echoes and the blood on the ashes. Under that old blood moon, I see her face in every shadow, in every forsaken place. My heart's a prison of what I can't erase. The bullet's cold in my pocket, heavy with disgrace. Blood on the ashes, now it's me who must decide between the love I lost and the dark where I reside. This cursed land holds my soul ever tight. Gonna ride till morning or till I find my fight. Blood on the ashes, in the dawn I'll find my way, or fall to silence where the lost spirits sway. Shadow of the old church spire, the town lies hushed, it's past a pyre. Whiskey bottles by gravestones scattered, the echoes of laughter now shards and tattered. The wind whispers secrets old and grim through the streets where the light grows dim. Beneath the ashes and lace lies hidden a tale of a love turned cold and a face gone pale, a heart betrayed where the wild dogs wail under moonlit skies and a ghostly veil. Soft and fine, her eyes like stars used to shine. But whispers grew in the cursed night air of a lover's deceit and a dark despair. Now she walks the silent, dusty plains, Nothing moves but the last train's remains. Beneath the ashes and lace lies hidden a tale of a love turned cold and a face gone pale, a heart betrayed where the wild dogs wail under moonlit skies and a ghostly veil. In the church, a shadow by the light of the flame, I confronted the ghost of her lingering pain. The truth burned clear in the desert's cold breath, revealing a path that led straight to her death. Beneath the ashes and lace, I found my release in the land of the lost. I laid down my peace, forgiveness or vengeance, the line wears thin. I choose the quiet, let the stars begin. Under the endless desert sky so wide, I bury my heart where all the loves have died. In the shadow of a church where no prayers are said, burning embers light the stories, the living and the dead. A whisper on the wind from the lips of a ghost town sigh. He rides a dusty trail where even shadow dare not lie. For love he traded his wicked crown in a cursed land where hopes are drowned through the silent deserts beneath the blood-red moon. The devil's lost love gone like a fleeting tune. A locket filled with yesteryears beneath the weeping willows. He once loved a mortal, pure as the driven snow, but whispers turned to shouting in the clapboard house they made. Now only whiskey bottles tell of the bargain that he paid. For love he faced the heaven's scorn. In the ghost of her embrace he's eternally forlorn. Underneath the stark and endless sky on that lonely dune, the devil's lost love vanished with the crescent moon. On the outskirts of redemption, he heard the train's sad song echo in the heartache where all his dreams went wrong. In a mirror of the dust storm, his tears were like the rain, dancing with her memory. He'll never love again. With revenge, he finds no solace, just a bitter taste. Resignation fills his longing in the endless ghostly waste. Through the silent deserts, beneath the cursed monsoon, the devil's lost love, a tale hushed beneath the swoon.
Every line evokes the essence of a haunted desert ballad, weaving a dark and poignant story set against a backdrop of desolate landscapes and supernatural longing.
In the shadow of the hollow, where the cold wind moans, rests a ghost town wrapped in secrets, all dust and bones. There's a whisper amongst the timbers, neath the silver moon, of a man who traded love for pain, one wicked gem. Whiskey bottles filled with memories, empty as the night. Train whistles sing of sorrow, fading out of sight. Worn out boots tread through the past, a heart so scarred and frail, on a trail of vengeance for the love that turned the sky to hell. Bible by the burnt church, pages charred and torn. The day the preacher lied to us, the day her vow was sworn. Redemption lost in smoky rings, our dreams went up in flames. With every shot a memory dies, calling out their names. Whiskey bottles preach the tales, the days when justice failed. Desert stars watch silently in cold truths their veil. Echoes of a love once pure now whispers in the world. Each footstep a reminder in this forsaken world. At the edge of cursed lands, beneath the blackened sky, face the traitors of my soul, knew one of us would die. Through the storm of lead and rage, saw her face in every flash. The bullets wrote the final page with a thunderous clash. Now I lay beside this forgotten grave, under skies so wide and brave. Revenge was mine, but at a cost. In endless dreams her voice is lost. The desert keeps its secrets well, in silent sands where spirits dwell. A haunted tune the night wind sings, my heart bound to its broken strings. Out where the hollow winds whisper sins, past the chapel where the fire took the saints. There's a trail lit by the ghost of a lantern's glow, where whiskey bottles mark a path only the cursed know. Each step a memory, each shadow a tale of woe. Where the lantern path waits, so do the bones of fate. Under the moon's cold watch lies a story unspoken,
cries of the night, they know my name. Lost love's echo and the winds that never wane. The dust remembers the stride of forsaken boots through silent towns with boarded saloons. There's a flame that burns in a lover's scorn, and a man with a heart from which all warmth is shorn. Promises like tumbleweeds, gone as soon as they're sworn. Where the lantern path waits, through silent gates, past forgotten graves, where the love once bloomed. Here lies the dust of dreams decay on cursed lands where we once prayed. In the valley of shadows I met my fears, face to face with the years and the salt of my tears. A showdown with the ghost in my mind, where the past and present are cruelly entwined. I reach for my gun as the night resigned. Where the lantern path waits, I settled my scores with the ghost of my love and the wars of my remorse. The stars witness my sins in this desolate expanse. I walk alone, gave the devil his dance on the lantern path. There's nothing left but to advance.
Under a blood moon, the desert whispers low, dusty bones beneath my boots, in the land where lost winds blow. A lone whistle cries from a train that's bound for nowhere, echoing the screams of my heart in the cold night air. Midnight in the shadows, where the cursed lands call my name. Each step's a reminder of my sorrow and my shame. Whiskey's my companion on a journey to the end, hunting ghostly memories in the shadows where they blend. I rode past a church, flames licking its holy spires, a testament to love lost and the wrath of old desires. She was a vision haunting the edges of my dreams, betrayed by a kiss, nothing's ever as it seems. Midnight in the shadows, under stars that won't forgive, silent as the graves where forgotten spirits live. Dust storms wipe clean the sins, but not the taste of regret. Bottle's bottom empty as I try hard to forget. In the depths of the silence, I face down my own ghost, confronting the past that I fear the most. The trigger feels cold, the night swallows my cry. Revenge or redemption, in the dawn one will die. Midnight in the shadows, where old debts find their due. I've settled all my scores, said my last adieu. Now I roam through the silence, a shadow in the drift. Midnight keeps the secrets that I chose to
in the shadow of a ghost town where the wind whispers sins. My boots stir the dust of the cursed land I roam. A whiskey bottle clutched in the grip of tired skin. Echoes of a train whistle calling the lost home. Burning churches of flames lighting up the dark. Ashes of the outlaw heart scattered in the breeze. Every broken promise spark, leaving behind nights that no one sees. Under the pale moonlight by forgotten graves I lay. Whispers of my lover, her betrayal cuts deep. The silhouette of a burning cross at the base. Her secrets like serpents in the dark they creep. Burning churches, the pillars of the night. Ashes of the outlaw heart drifting out of sight. Every kiss she gave a lie wrapped in delight, haunting me like shadows in the fading light. In the silence of the desert, the cold truth I confront. Her ghost in every canyon, her laughter in the storm. A pistol by my side, old scores to hunt. In the ashes of fire, a new outlaw is born. Burning churches, now just embers and art. Ashes of the outlaw heart, finding peace apart. This revenge, a bittersweet chart. God in my hand, healing stars. In the silence of the night, my soul set free. An outlaw's heart finds its final plea.
Down in the valley where the dead trees grow, whiskey bottles lie with secrets no one knows. A train whistle moans through the cursed night air. In a ghost town's grasp, despair's all that's there. The shadows whisper tales, dusty and worn, of a man with vengeance sworn. Echoes from the shadows calling out his name. Lost love and betrayal fueled in the flame. A heart once full of daylight, now dark as cold. Echoes from the shadows haunting his soul. By the light of a burning church, he swore his oath. underneath the starless sky, wrapped in his leather coat. The cold wind carries screams from forgotten graves, promises etched in the night as firm as they were brave. He walked through silent deserts, a silhouette so grim, chasing the ghosts of a past that wouldn't let go of him. Echoes from the shadows crying in the night, a tale of grudge and sorrow under the fading light. Every step he takes closer to his goal, echoes from the shadows still haunting his soul. Silence of that forsaken place, he finds her locket time couldn't erase, a face, a smile worn by the years. In the silver reflection he sees his own tears. Echoes from the shadows, now a whispered plea, forgiveness from the fallen, let the spirits be free. His revenge was his burden, the path he chose to stroll. Echoes from the shadows finally free his soul. Out where the train whistles cut the silence, the ghost town dances with its cursed alliance. Whiskey bottles lay in dust-strewn defiance by the old barn where shadows preach compliance. Spend my love by the burning barn's light, waltz through the flames into the cold night. The fire reflects in your traitor's sight. Ashes to ashes, we waltz past midnight. Long ago, under a blood moon's crest, you swore to me near the church laid to rest. But your heart was a bullet in the chamber unrest, and my trust was the sacrifice, a cursed guest. So spend my love by the burning barn's light, waltz through the flames into the bitter night. Revenge sings a ballad, old wrongs to right. Ashes to ashes in the dim moonlight. In the smoke I see your face, spectral illusion, a waltz of love twisted into disillusion. Through the cinders I reach my conclusion. this dance of flame, our final reunion. So spin my love, let the fire consume. The barn burns away our wretched gloom. From embers to dust our fate resumes, ashes to ashes, love's final tomb. And as the day breaks and the fire wanes, silent deserts hold all my remains. Forgotten graves under the morning's rains. The lone whistle fades, only the silence remains. In the heart of a dust-torn ghost town, silence deep and wide, moon hung low like a gallows, lighting the devil's last ride. Whiskey bottles lay shattered, testament to the night before. Footsteps echoed on wooden planks from a long-forgotten store. Ride into the storm, no angel left to mourn. Hell's reins in his hands, over cursed and barren lands. Echoes of a train whistle, fading just like his pride. This is the tale, oh the tale of the devil's last ride. Once loved a maiden fair as dawn, with a heart so wild and free, betrayed by a kiss under the old church's shadow where no one could see. A pact made with darkness, for vengeance was his bride, left nothing but burning churches and those forgotten graves to confide. Ride into the black, with sin stacked upon his back, beneath the cruel and mocking sky, where even stars dare not lie. The sound of a train whistle, a ghostly haunting guide. This is the tale, oh the tale of the devil's last ride. By the love he traded for the power he now holds. Whispering winds told stories of a love so bold. In the silence of the desert, his heart finally told. Ride no more, his heart torn and sore. The devil lays down his ghost in the land he wronged the most. The cry of a lone whistle, across the plains it slides. Here ends the tale, oh the tale of the devil's last ride. Out where the whispers start and daylight parts, under a blood-red sky the raven cries. Ghost town echoes fill the cursed lands. Only sinners survive where the dust takes stand.
No mercy in the shadows, no tears left to weep, haunted by the promises that we couldn't keep. Each step echoes a tale of loss and dread in silent deserts where even angels fear to tread. Once rode with a brother, side by side in the fray. Betrayal came whispered, one dust turned to gray. Burning church in the valley where our fates were tossed. He sold me for silver and all was lost. No mercy in the shadows, whiskey soothes the pain. The past a burning ember that won't cool with the rain. A lone train whistles, mourning through the night. Forgotten graves whispering of the forsaken plight. In the heart of the night, under the crescent moon's light, I faced him at last where the old oak stood tight. Words were like gunfire, ice cold and hard. 2 bullets found their home in that dusty graveyard. No mercy in the shadows, the deed finally done. Silence now my partner, neath the setting sun. Revenge or salvation, the line's worn thin. Riding toward the horizon, sin meets the wind.
In the town where silence rules the streets so dire, I rode past shadows under a blood-red moon's fire. The old church bell told its chime a twisted choir as flames danced like devils on sacred spires higher. Riding through the church fire, the past screams louder, echoes of the love lost beneath the charred timber. Ghost town whispers stir the dust, the night devours on this cursed ride. These haunted dreams I remember. The whiskey bottle empty, thrown beside the grave of the lover who betrayed. Too gone to say. Whisper like a serpent, lured into the cave in the heart of the desert. I was but a slave. Riding through the church fire, revenge burns with desire. The wind carries my fury across a wire. Ghost town's clock stopped ticking beneath the empire of stars, witnessing my soul caught in the mire.
who's feeding off my fears. But the flames reveal the truth, drying all my tears. She was just a ghost now, after all these years. Riding from the church fire into the cold dawn's ire, leaving behind the ruins where old love retired. This outlaw's heart finds peace as the flames expire. In the silence of the desert, I forge my new empire.
In the heart where the shadows drown, old whiskey bottles lay thrown around. Dust storms dance on forsaken streets where my boots echo and past whispers meet. Gone with the ghost town under blood red skies. Lost love's laughter, now just ghostly cries. Where dreams are dust and the whole church burns, I walk with shadows till the night returns. There's a memory fading on the chapel floor of the woman I loved, ain't here no more. She left with a stranger, train whistle blew. In the night so silent, my revolver knew. Gone with the ghost town under morning moons. Echoes of footsteps in abandoned saloons. With each cracking fire, my old heart yearns for a whisper of her as the candle burns. On the edge of town by the forgotten graves, I confronted the past and the wind that raged beneath the cursed land where our secrets sleep. I found the truth in the shadows deep. Gone with the ghost town where vengeance lies. In the silent desert under stormy skies. Now I'm just a specter where sorrow turns in the dust of legends and love that burns.
In the valley where the sun forgot to shine, dust devils dance with the ghosts of twisted pines. Whiskey bottles lay buried in the sands of regret. The echoes of train whistles, memories we can't forget. Old town's church with its steeple ablaze, burned prayers, smoky haze in the cursed land's maze. Underneath the moon's scornful glare lies a town too lost to care. We walk on bones in the cursed land's sand, forgotten souls in the ashes command. moonlit tracks, turned to dust by a cold-hearted pact. Her laughter, a ghost in the silent desert air. Her betrayal, a thorn of eternal despair. A grave unmarked under shadows cast, whispered tales of a love that couldn't last. Beneath the stars in different light, where shadows merging with the night, we tread on dreams in the cursed land's wake, chasing echoes of the heartbreak. At the crossroads I stand with my sin, face to face with what might have been a revolver's cold kiss, a decision to end. The whispers, the curses on the wind they send. Now I ride through the ashes alone, and this cursed land my spectral home. With each mile I cross, I'm further apart from the hell of the past, but never my heart. So I'll roam with my tail spun of dust, in the ashes of the curse, in the whispers we trust.
On a horse, a shadow under midnight side, crossing deserts where the old towns lie. Whiskey bottle empty, heart full of fire, riding through the hollow sky. The wind whispers secrets of a cursed land, through the ruins where the church once grand, burned to ashes in the devil's hand, with my love's name in the sand. Oh, the hollow sky where the lost souls cry, echoes of the deeds under watchful eyes. I ride for vengeance under starlit skies, haunted by the love I can't reprise. Once had a sweetheart, pure and true, her laughter a melody now overdue. Betrayed by a brother I thought I knew, left her in the ground, the morning dew. Train whistles moan like a ghost in pain, through silent deserts and forgotten plains. A badge of honor, now a stain on a heart that's bound in a bitter chain. Oh, the hollow sky where the lost souls cry, through dust storms swirling where dreams go to die, riding for redemption where the old bones lie, cursed by the love I can't deny. Shadows at the break of dawn, face my brother, traitor on the lawn. Bullets sang a deadly song, now he's lying cold, his life withdrawn.
sky. Now I ride alone, past the burning churches to the sins I atone. The echoes fade into the stones, a gunslinger's path eternally sown. Oh, the hollow sky witnesses my tone, silent in the desert where my grief has grown.
Down a dusty path where the devil's winds blow, found an old town, shadows dancing slow. Whiskey bottle laying in the middle of the street. A church was burning, hear the flames crack and weep. No mercy on the lonely road where the lost souls come to bear their load. Silent deserts keep their cursed vows. Ain't no forgiveness, just echoes of how. Met a man with eyes like cold train steel. Said he lost his love to a crooked card deal. Promised vengeance neath the crescent moon's glow. Blade in his grip, no intent to let go. No mercy on the lonely road where silence speaks in codes nobody knows. Ghost towns whisper of the deeds so foul. Old sins cast long shadows, they never throw in the towel. In a forgotten grave he knelt down to confess to the ghost of a girl in a blood-stained dress. Across cursed lands his revenge took flight. A deadly quiet settles like the dark swallow in the light. Untold in the dust of the desert, truth finds its way. Revenge or resign, but a price you'll always pay. Each note strums the sorrow of lands, weary and worn on the lonely road where such tales are born. Out where the whiskey whispers, the wind's mournful cry, through the ghost town silence under a cursed moonlit sky. Shadows dance on forgotten graves, stirring dusty lies. A lone train whistle cuts the air, a somber lullaby. Dancing with shadows, spinning with my regrets. Each step a story of the love and the debts. The cold earth underfoot, my partner in this waltz. In a town too dead for dreams, where hope comes to a halt. There's a church on the edge, where once I heard a vow. Now it stands with scorched walls, sheltering no love now. She was a flame too
trail a jagged knife left me with these shadows and a half-lived life. Dancing with shadows under starless skies, whispering secrets, old pain and tired goodbyes. The wind's a harsh melody, drifting through the rust, taunting with memories crumbled into dust. In the mirror of the night, my shadow stands alone, faced by the ghost of a heart that's turned to stone. No more running in this draw, I find my aim. Among these haunted whispers, I call out her name. Turn across this land, cursed yet divine. I embrace the darkness, her fate entwined with mine.
In the shadow of the valley where the dead men talk, the dust whispers secrets in a slow, dry walk alone. The church stands its bell, silent and still. Underneath the gunslinger's heart waiting will. Beneath the gunslinger lies a tale untold of love gone cold and vengeance bold. In the silent desert under burning skies, every whisper's a ghost, every silence a lie. Once rode with a brother side by side in the fray. Betrayal's bullet found him one curse break of day. Left him lying in a town too sad for its name, with nothing but a bottle to douse the flame. Beneath the gunslinger lies a tale untold of love gone cold and vengeance bold. In the silent desert under cursed lands cries every shadow's a doubt, every gust a goodbye. At the crossroads under the pale moonlight, he faced the devil with his old plight. Revenge or peace, the dry wind hissed, with a gun in his hand and a name on his lip. Beneath the guns linger the truth, now rides past haunted graves where sorrow abides. In the heart of the desert he made his stand, a tale of dust, gunpowder, and no promised land. Every strum of the guitar a lament for the past, in the wild weary west where legends last.
Out where the wind whisper secrets and sage. Through the ghost town where shadows wage, long wars and silence under moon's cold light. I ride this cursed land through the blackest night. Old church bell tolls for souls it can't save, a symphony for the damned in a forgotten grave. Raise your glass to the sky, let the whiskey preach. As dust storms dance with a sorrow no man can breach. This is the last ride waltz under new set tide. Spurs cut deep, heart bleeds fading out of sight. She was a flame-haired beauty with a serpent's kiss, promised eternity in a bed of bliss. But betrayal burned hotter than a desert sun, found her lies twisted fast as a smoke-filled gun. Now every train whistles a mournful cry for a love lost like a too quick goodbye. Memories drown, lost in the whirl of a dusty gown. The last ride waltz, a cursed melody plays, echoing through these silent, damned old days. In a town too dead for the dead to roam, I found her locket, returned to the home we'd known. My heart ached raw, but my path lay clear. Revenge or mercy, the choice was mine to steer. That cowboys tell, this last ride waltz with the devil I dance. In the dust of what was, I take my final stance.
Out where the sagebrush kisses cold night skies, the ghost town whispers with its hollow cries. Empty bottles clink like restless bones, echoing through the streets past abandoned homes. The wind a serenade to those who roam alone, carrying a scent of sin, dust and loam. From the ashes of the shadows, vengeance draws its breath. Underneath the crescent moon, dancing close with death. Each step forward is a step into the past, where the heart knows no peace and shadows are cast. Train whistles moan across the cursed land, singing tales of a love slipped like sand through hands. Burning church in the distance, a beacon of forgotten faith, a testament to fires of betrayal and wraith. In the silence of the desert, a lone grave unadorned, lies the soul who played with fire